Hi, my name is Alberto, and this is a little walkthrough of how my application for Flatiron JavaScript section works. So my application is just a video player with controllers which all have event listeners attached to them, and this video element right here also has an event listener, and it listens to a click. I can play the video from here. I can pause it from here. I can play from here too. It's the same function handling this event and this event. I also can modify the I can mute the volume. I can mute it completely. Go back to sound. Manipulate the width of this div right here, the red div, to make it louder. I'm going to mute it for now. I can also modify dynamically the width of this red div that lives inside the gray div, and for that I will explain in a second. But basically I'm using the event object on this on this event so that I can enter a property called offset x, which gives me the position where I'm clicking in the horizontal axis. I have a little selection or select tag in HTML that gives me these options, and I can also unclick change the speed of the video, and I will show you that. It's low now, twice the speed, super fast, regular speed. So that's for that, and this time is already being recorded here, and I'm using interpolation to affect this number right here, which I'm getting with a property from the video called video.duration. Alright, so going to the code really quick. I'll show you my organization method is I put all my elements on top, I selected them on top, grabbed them with variable names. Right at the bottom I use event listeners. That's where I put my event listeners, and as you can see, to make this video short, the play button has an event listener, the video, like I was saying, has an event listener, which both trigger the same function. This function, if we look at it, toggle play. So toggle play just uses a property of the video to see if it's paused, and if it is, it uses the method that on video tags play and pause to do certain things. If it's paused, then play and do certain things here. If it's playing, then pause and call this function, which also does certain things, which is basically just changes the icon from play circle to pause circle. And this function, when I pause, it changes that class from font awesome icons from pause circle to play circle. So that's what happens here when I do click. It's changing the icon right here from pause to play. That's all it's doing. So that handles that. Then I have other event listeners. Again, there's another event listener on the video tag itself, which listens to time update, and it triggers a function called update progress, which is affecting basically this right here. I'm updating the progress of where the video is with this click event. That's what that function is doing, update progress. And not to make this video too long, I have another event listener on the progress range right here also, because one function I needed to change the div element, and another function I actually need to change the time or the time elapsed of the video. So those are two different things happening, but I'm doing it using pretty much similar functionality. These two functions do basically the same. I have also functionality in the volume range, listening to a click, and this would be the functionality volume change, which is this right here. I'm also affecting the width of this div by taking the object property of offset x, which tells me where am I clicking, and then I'm using that number retrieved from that to actually affect the width of this div dynamically. I can mute when I click. Also, I'm changing from one icon to the other. That's basically what this volume icon click event with this functionality are doing. And I also can manipulate or set the video rate, which is this one right here, every time I click, or every time there's a change of selection in an option here. Every time there's a change of selection, then the video rate is set to whatever number I picked. And that is done right here, where I say video playback rate, which is a property of video tags. I'm setting it to the speed dial.value, which is speed dial is just the element that exists here. 0.5, 0.75, those are the options, and I call them speed dial. And I grabbed it right on top as speed dial by class name, player speed. And my last event listener, I put it on the full screen button right here, which listens to a click and it triggers the full screen functionality or function, which basically does the checking. If the element player is on full screen, then please change it to exit the full screen. This is just extra. Else, if it isn't on full screen, please request full screen. This is an API. Apparently, that's what I read online. This actually returns a promise. We don't need to know that right now. Essentially, this is what's doing or changing the element that it's applied on to full screen. And that is a little review of my little application here for Flatiron. Thank you.